Today's show is sponsored by the Electric Vehicle Association. Join up to support the electrification of transport and get the help you need to finance your own EV or clean energy future. And by UGears. Give the gift of fully functioning wooden mechanical models to inspire, educate and entertain your loved ones this holiday season. And by Energy Sage. Visit the link in the description to find local, verified solar installers and community solar projects in your area that will help you power your home and your car with clean, green, renewable energy. Welcome back to TEN, or Transport Evolved News. It is our final episode before the US Thanksgiving holiday, and consequently, this show is stuffed like a Thanksgiving turkey. Or perhaps a nut roast, depending on which you would prefer. And yes, by popular opinion, the jacket is back. And now it fits. That is what losing £35 will do. As we've said many times before, while the European electric car market is full of compelling, affordable, compact electric vehicles, there's very little that meets that description on sale in North America. But come 2024, there will be one extra electric model to choose from, the all-electric second-generation Fiat 500. While the original Fiat 500e was made and sold for the US market, and in fact you couldn't buy one new in Europe, the tables were turned when the second-generation Fiat 500 launched 2 years ago in Europe. Fiat had said at the time it had no plans to bring the 500 to the US or Canada, but this week at the LA Auto Show, company CEO Olivier Francois confirmed that the company will launch the electrified Fiat 500 in the US in 2024. We'd expect only the longer range variant to be offered, but nothing firm has been confirmed regarding specs or pricing, so watch this space. Midweek, Lucid Motors held a special online reveal event called In the Air, at which it shared its design for the first all-electric SUV from the company, the Lucid Gravity. A full-size luxury SUV that will be available in a choice of 2 or 3-row configurations, Lucid says that the Gravity will offer, quote, supercar levels of performance, end quote, and that its range per charge will only be beaten by the Lucid Air sedan. Taking the whole idea of panoramic glass roofs to the next level, the Lucid Gravity features more glass than I think I've ever seen in a car. Lucid says the reservation books will open early next year, at which point it will release more information, but this will again be a car that's too expensive for the majority of us. At the same event, Lucid did confirm the start of deliveries for 3 more Lucid Air variants, including the Lucid Air Pure, whose starting price undercuts the starting price of the Tesla Model S. While he's still the CEO of Tesla, SpaceX, The Boring Company and Neuralink, Elon Musk has been kind of distracted of late with his latest acquisition, Twitter. He's also been testifying in court in Delaware as part of an ongoing court battle filed against Tesla and Musk by a Tesla shareholder over his 2018 CEO pay package that netted him $56 billion, something which, alongside Musk's management of Twitter, has caused Tesla stock to continue to fall. Thanks to the court proceedings, however, we did learn 2 things. First, Musk admitted that he'd made some Tesla decisions without the board of directors' approval, and secondly, thanks to testimony from Tesla board member James Murdoch, we now know that Musk has recently discussed with the board of directors potential successors to replace him as CEO. We know very little else at this time. Volkswagen confirmed this week that it's delivered 500,000 ID-badged electric vehicles to date, well ahead of its original planned schedule. That goal, set by Volkswagen's previous CEO, Dr. Herbert Diess, who, by the way, is one of the rumoured but not confirmed candidates to succeed Elon Musk at Tesla, was set long ago before the current part supply crisis, and for a while there was some concern from outside Volkswagen that the company would not meet the target. While Volkswagen's production volumes for the ID family of vehicles isn't yet near the same kind of record production volumes as its internal combustion engine cars, Volkswagen says it is on track to become a 100% all-electric brand in Europe from 2033 onwards, helped by the fact that all ID badged vehicles and some EVs from other Volkswagen Group brands are made on the same MEB platform. Continuing our coverage of quarterly earnings in the EV world, we've got news from Oregonian three-wheel specialist Arcimoto, whose stock price has been struggling this year. Closing out the quarter, Arcimoto reports making 150 new FUVs, its highest quarterly production figure to date. Meanwhile, its delivery figures were split between 74 customer vehicles, 11 vehicles for marketing and other quote-unquote company uses, and 46 vehicles for rental fleets. When it comes to financials, the company posted a revenue of just over $2 million for the quarter, less than half of what Wall Street had expected. It recorded a net loss of $17 million, or around 38 cents per share. With Mark Fronmeyer no longer company CEO after a sudden departure in August and share prices now trading at 41 cents per share, things are not looking good. Sticking with quarterlies, Polestar posted its quarterlies this week, with the third quarter posting increased production, deliveries and revenue and slashing losses in the process. Last quarter, 9,215 Polestars were delivered. The company recorded a total revenue of $1.48 billion in the quarter, slashing its losses to $196.4 million, a net loss of 14 cents per share. I should note, some outlets have recorded a profit, but it was written weirdly in its sheets. Polestar, which went public via a reverse merger in June, didn't give us actual production figures for the quarter, or at least we couldn't find them in official SEC filings. But the company CEO confirmed that it has produced the 20,000 so cars needed to hit its 50,000 vehicle delivery goal for the year. It basically just has to deliver them. Having successfully secured more funding recently, everything looks good for Polestar. Tesla has dominated the new electric car market around the world for just about a decade now, receiving the lion's share of interest and sales when it compares to its rivals. But the latest brand watch survey from the Kelley Blue Book suggests that interest in new Teslas has quote-unquote plummeted in recent quarters. Tesla fell from 5th to 6th in its ranking of most shopped luxury brands, with interest dropping 3% in Q3 from Q2 as a brand. Model 3 interest, meanwhile, fell by 10%. But this is all, I think, fairly explainable. We've seen a massive increase in the number of competent luxury electric vehicles going on sale or getting revealed this year, some of which we've reviewed. That, combined with the cooling in the number of people buying new cars as we face an economically uncertain future, and combined with the way Elon Musk's recent actions are impacting Tesla's brand image, would explain the shift we're seeing. As always, context matters. It's been a really good week for Hyundai's IONIQ 6, the brand's first long-range electric sedan, and it starts with news of the car's US range ratings. Published midweek ahead of its US debut at the LA Auto Show, the IONIQ 6 has its targeted official 345-mile, 547-kilometre EPA rating from a 77.4 kilowatt-hour battery pack and 0.21 coefficient of drag. I should note that number, though, by the way, has been tested but is still waiting official EPA confirmation. Over in Europe, meanwhile, Hyundai confirmed that the launch edition of its IONIQ 6 sold out in under 24 hours. Although, again, I should note that only 2,500 examples were up for grabs in the European launch markets of the UK, Germany, Norway, France, and the Netherlands. Expect the same next year when the same car goes on sale in the US. At this point in the show, we'd usually continue with two more regular stories, but because a total of 7 electric cars received 5-star crash ratings this week from EuroNCAP, I'm going to do a bit of a special roundup here of the various crash test results awarded. And because we just had a story about the IONIQ 6, let's start there, with the large family car being awarded a 5-star rating overall, split between 97% and 87% ratings for adult and child occupant safety, and 65% and 90% for vulnerable road users and safety assist. The Tesla Model S, making a return to Europe after a short absence caused by the ground-up re-engineering of the same and the launch of the Model S Plaid, earned a 94% for adult occupant and 91% for child occupant, while vulnerable road users and safety assist features scored 85% and 98% respectively. The Nio ET7, meanwhile, making its European debut, scored 91% and 87% respectively for adult and child occupant safety, letting itself down slightly with a 73% vulnerable road user score. Safety assistance features earned it a 95% in the safety assist category. Nissan's all-electric Ariya compact SUV, meanwhile, still rated with a 5 stars, did less well in the adult occupant, scoring 86%. Child occupant was rated at 89%, while vulnerable road users and safety assist features were given 74% and 93% scoring respectively. The just-launched Smart No. 1, much larger than its predecessor, achieved a full 5-star rating despite its still quite small size, while it managed 96% and 89% for adult and child occupants respectively. It was let down by a 71% vulnerable road user score and managed 88% for safety assist. And finishing off, a pair of ratings for the Toyota BZ4X and Subaru Solterra. Essentially, being the same car underneath, they were given the same safety scores, 88% and 87% for adult and child occupant, while vulnerable road users and safety assist were given 79% and 91% respectively. It's great to see so many new electric cars coming to the roads of Europe, but it's even more awesome knowing they're all 5-star crash rated, so bring on the next bunch. I'm going to be bringing you our short shorts in a moment, but first a word from today's video sponsor, UGears. UGears combines everything you remember from the engineering toys you may have played with as a child with the beauty of wooden parts, the accuracy of laser-cut pieces, and the joy of ingenious, fully functioning mechanical models. UGears offers a wide range of beautiful, fully functional 3D models that you can assemble yourself at home with no prior experience using clear, easy-to-follow instructions right there in the accompanying, beautifully made assembly guide. There's no glue needed to assemble the parts, and you get everything you need inside the box to make your own model, ranging from simple creations suitable for ages 5 and up all the way through to incredibly detailed engineering models. And the plywood used meets all international safety standards. There's something for everyone, ranging from working clocks through to musical instruments, and my favourite this year, the pickup Lumberjack, which is based on the iconic Chevy 3100. We have teamed up with UGears, and we would love you to check out its website, where you'll find a whole host of amazing, realistic mechanical models and kinetic sculptures. Right now, shipping on all orders of $50 or above is free, and if you buy one of UGears' amazing kits, you'll not only be getting a great gift, but you'll also be supporting a Ukrainian business that's managed to keep creating and inspiring throughout the illegal Russian invasion. Prices start from just $10 and work all the way up from there, so check out the link below to pick up yours. Full disclaimer, we are working on a commission, so if you follow the link, we will get something in return. And now it's time for short shorts. The General Civil Pension Fund in the Netherlands has announced that it wants to build the largest wind farm in the North Sea in the form of a 4-gigawatt capacity deployment. The pension fund is divesting its investments from fossil fuels and is going all in on renewables. The UK government has announced that it will be ending what has, to date, been one of the best perks of owning an EV in the UK, not having to pay road tax. The Tory government is okay with subsidising fossil fuels, but wants EV owners to pay their way. Volvo has delivered the first of its heavy-duty electric trucks to customers made with fossil-free steel. Historically, making steel has required burning a lot of fossil fuels, but Volvo, as with many other companies, is transitioning to zero-carbon steel for its vehicles. Kurt Schlosser, former director of Tesla Australia, has pled guilty to 2 counts of insider trading based on knowledge of a pending lithium supply deal inked between Tesla and Piedmont Lithium in 2020. He could face up to 15 years in prison. VinFast has used the LA Auto Show to debut 2 new electric vehicle designs, although sadly we don't have any video to go along with the announcement. The VF6 and VF7, both available in 2 variants, are designed for the US market but are not ready for production yet. TNET, an auto financing specialist focusing on electric vehicles, has closed on a $10 million revolving warehouse facility with up to $15 million of additional capital available. The funds came from NY Green Bank, a state-owned financial institution. Tesla has confirmed December 1st as the official start of deliveries for the Tesla Semi. Posted on the Bird platform this week, that's Twitter for those not in the know, we can expect the event to be streamed online in usual Tesla fashion. Watch this space. General Motors has signed a long-term supply agreement with nickel mining specialist Vale Base Metals that will see the latter supply the former with 25,000 metric tons of nickel sulfide every year for use in GM's various upcoming electric vehicles. Charging specialist Blink, best known for its public charging stations, has launched 3 new products at the LA Auto Show. One small footprint 30 kilowatt DC quick charging station, a 50 amp charging station for fleet and multifamily use, and an internet connected home charging station. Also, at the LA Auto Show, Nissan unveiled a new product called Nissan EV Carefree Plus for Leaf and Ariya owners. It combines charging assistance, maintenance, battery health assurance, and roadside assistance. It will be bundled with each new EV. During General Motors Investor Day this week, we learned a very interesting fact about Chevrolet dealerships. According to GM's Mark Royce, this year, they across the US have carried out 11,180 repairs on Teslas. Talking of Tesla, increased production at its Shanghai Gigafactory, made possible after COVID restrictions eased, has meant that Tesla China is now slashing wait times for all new Model 3 and Model Y customers. It can take less than a week to now get behind the wheel. At the LA Auto Show, Toyota showcased a new electric vehicle concept called the BZ Compact SUV Concept. The name is uninspired, and the vehicle, very much a concept car rather than a prototype, was revealed with not a single spec made available to the public. Tesla has reported 2 further fatal crashes involving its vehicles to NHTSA under the agency's autonomous vehicle reporting regulations. Tesla hasn't given details, but the accidents took place while either autopilot or FSD Beta was in operation. We don't know which it was. Fisker has officially confirmed the start of production of the Ocean SUV at its contract manufacturing partner Magna Steyrs facility in Austria. The Fisker Ocean will begin deliveries by the start of next year, with production volumes ramping up next summer. Panasonic, Tesla's long-term battery partnership, has signed a deal with Redwood Materials, founded by former Tesla CTO JB Straubel, that will see Redwood Materials supply Panasonic with, quote, gigafactory-scale levels of high-nickel cathode materials for its new Kansas production facility. Construction workers who were part of the construction team at Tesla's Texas Gigafactory are suing it for labour violations and claiming the facility had unsafe work conditions. Allegations include being forced to work in unsafe conditions, faked credentials, and wage theft. Genesis has added 4 new states, Maryland, Massachusetts, Virginia, and New Hampshire, to the list of states where you can buy the Genesis Electrified G80. We have literally just wrapped filming the review of the same, but that car is only available in 12 US states. Volkswagen's mysterious Project Trinity, a new top-secret program to build a new luxury EV platform and range of vehicles that would compete against Tesla, may not happen after all. According to reports this week, Volkswagen board is currently examining its future. Genesis unveiled its own concept car at the LA Auto Show this week in the form of the X Convertible. It's the third of a trio of electric concept cars to be unveiled by the brand, and while I don't expect it to reach production, it's quite beautiful to look at. At this week's LA Auto Show, Drako Motors unveiled the Dragon SUV, an electric hypercar SUV with 2,000 horsepower, gull-wing doors, and a $290,000 price tag. It claims a 9-second quarter-mile time, but at that price, we'd hope so. Volkswagen has soft-launched a new website teasing the upcoming Scout brand of all-electric off-road capable SUVs and pickup trucks that it has planned for North America. The website doesn't let much slip yet, but we do have this new outline to look at. Intriguing. Davinci Motorcycle used the recent EICMA show in Italy to showcase its DC100 electric motorcycle. Based in China, Davinci Motor could replicate the success of EV startups from China in the motorcycle world, and the specs are impressive: 3 seconds sprint time and DC quick charging as standard. Ford is partnering with industrial equipment specialists Rockwell to design and build the new electric vehicle production lines it's planning for future and existing EV production. More automation can help speed up the production line output, but it has to be well designed to be effective. It makes sense that riding an electric bicycle requires less effort than a regular bicycle, but a study in the Journal of Transport and Health now knows just how much. It reports that e-bike cyclists use 13% less energy, but have 21% more fun to boot than regular cyclists. Tesla has been slowly rolling out access to its supercharger network to non-Tesla owners across Europe, and it's now switched on access to the same for customers in Italy. Now the overwhelming majority of EV customers in Europe have access to a charging supercharger experience. At the LA Auto Show this week, Hyundai announced a new service called Hyundai Home. It's designed to help EV customers find appropriate home charging solutions, assist in installing solar panels, and even get customers' home energy storage products installed. After confirming not so long ago that its upcoming electric muscle cars would be capable of getting some extra power thanks to its in-house tuning department, Dodge has reiterated this week that it will prevent third parties from offering EV tuning. But we know someone will. And those are your short shorts. There will be more next week. It's that time in the show when I show you a little something the team's been working on, and following our little review of the Mini Cooper SE Resolute Edition last week, we're going a little high-end this week with the BMW iX M60. It rained for most of the week we had it, but we did get one night to film when it was dry. Enjoy. I think by now it's pretty obvious to most people that Toyota is not very interested in battery electric vehicles, but certainly wants to ride on the EV coattails for its hybrid drivetrain tech. And this week at the LA Auto Show, it came up with a new way to describe the next generation 2023 Toyota Prius. It debuted there. Quote, "An EV with an engine," end quote. The fifth generation Prius is certainly more sporty in its styling than its predecessors, but while Toyota is making a big noise about the improved aerodynamics and total power output, the standard hybrid only promises slightly better fuel economy than the current model. The plug-in hybrid variant, meanwhile, known as the Prius Prime, does get a sizable 50% improvement on range per charge and does get solar panels on its roof. But frankly, as many outlets have noted, Toyota's offerings are still, ultimately, powered by gasoline. And finally, we all know that your average electric car has the ability to really shift when you step on it, and that's thanks to the instant torque that electric motors produce. Production EVs aren't known for their top speed because automakers tend to electronically limit them to a reasonably sensible upper limit. Not so for Croatian firm Rimac, whose Nevera hypercar has just set a new world speed record to become the world's fastest production electric vehicle. Piloted by a professional test driver, the $2 million plus car clocked an official speed record of 258 miles per hour or 412 kilometers per hour on a closed test circuit in Germany. If you are wealthy enough to own a Rimac Nevera, though, you will need special permission to get yours to go that fast. Out of the factory, they'll just be limited to 219 miles per hour. And on that note, we are done for the day. Before I go, though, a huge thank you to the Electric Vehicle Association for sponsoring today's show. They have been advocating for electric vehicles since 1967 and firmly believe that our future depends on us making the switch to clean, green electric cars today. The EVA can help you find someone near to you that can help you make that switch to electric. It can help you become an EV educator, and it can point you in the direction of monthly meetups for like-minded EV fans. And if you become a member, you'll gain access to a new clean energy and EV loan program set up between the EVA and the Colorado Clean Energy Credit Union. Find out more by heading to electricauto.org. And thanks to the lovely folks at UGears. Educate, entertain and enthrall this holiday season with one of UGears' amazing fully functional mechanical models. So follow the link below and get yours today. And finally, thanks to Energy Sage. Follow the link below to find out how easy it can be to get verified, trustworthy solar experts helping you make the step towards energy self-sufficiency, either with solar on your home or through a local community solar project. They also now do heat pumps. Don't forget to hit subscribe and the bell for this channel and our second channel, Transport Evolved Take 2. And in addition to becoming a Patreon supporter or YouTube member, you can tip us through Ko-fi or check out our cool swag store. And if you do like what you saw today, why not consider adding a super thanks to your comments? It's super easy to do and it all helps the channel go. And honestly, we really would appreciate you helping us out if you can. YouTube's ad revenue for the past month is down more than 50% on previous months. And if this continues, we may not be able to. So any help you can send our way would really honestly be gratefully received. There's no roundup show next Saturday due to Thanksgiving, but join me for a live stream on Black Friday to chew the fat and have some holiday fun, link below, and we'll be back with our usual 10 in 2 weeks' time. And yes, while we are off next week, there's plenty of content for you to enjoy, even though we won't be in the office. Whatever you enjoy next, I hope that your weekend is a great one, and as always, keep evolving. Time in the show when I show you a little something that the team's been working on.
Shorts, there will be more next week.